Welcome back, guys. On this video, we're talking about continuation of the last video I posted on You Have My Heart. So this is the part two of the full story summary I told the people I will post. So first full story summary, we covered how Suraj will finally learn the truth of the DNA, how Deepa will fall in love with a new man called Kabir, which we also touch on this episode in details as well. How Suraj will beg Deepa and how Deepa forgives, and also how Mishka become pregnant for Suraj and how Mishka will give birth to a baby boy for Suraj, and also how Mishka will be sent to prison and escape prison to come torment the whole family again. So I ended that one telling you people that the next video I will do will be on 20 years leap or separation. So on this video I will touch on also what led to 20 years leap, and then this story will now focus on what happens after the children grows up. It is just as chaotic as the first season. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Essentially, this is season 2 of You Have My Heart. So without wasting any of your time, guys, let us jump straight into the video of today. So I will start from Suraj getting married to a new lady. After Deepa have forgiven Suraj and the truth and everything comes out, Mishka became pregnant and all those ones. So it turns out that Mishka is sent to prison and later she escaped and started like trying to like get back to Suraj life, and she wanted to use a gun to I don't know, probably shoot Suraj or something. So Suraj ran into a temple to save himself, and there he met a lady called Ira. So I think this is another situation of Emily, and I also think which other situation where they are misunderstood and now they are forced to marry. So turns out that the villagers or some people they misunderstood Ira and Suraj bond, and they decided that both of them have to marry because they have probably defied themselves in temple without understanding what happened. So that is how Deepa that is how Suraj now married a third wife called Ira. So after Suraj marries Ira, the story continues. The family now also telling Deepa that since Suraj have moved on with a new girl, that Deepa should also marry Arjun. But later on, Deepa finds out that she's not in love with Arjun, and that she sees Arjun as a best friend. So that is how she parted way with Arjun, and Deepa and Arjun's love story ended, and Deepa decided to reunite, and legally marry Suraj because of their children, and this is them marrying. After that, tragedy strikes after the family are performing puja, that flood or river comes and sweeps them all away, and all of them are separated. And I won't be surprised if Mishka is actually the person that orchestrated this. So that means Suraj and Sona are separated from Rupa and also from Deepa. Like Rupa is not separate, Deepa is separate, Sona and Suraj are together. So turns out that you know Rupa was now adopted by a new family, and this is not Rupa's new parents. On the other hand, you know, is now blaming Deepa for the separation that happened. So they were driving, and Deepa saw Rupa, who they have assumed died, and she was shocked. I don't know how she probably thought she would jump out of the car and catch her, that she accidentally drove and they almost fell off the cliff. So she manages to save everyone, but Sona thought that Deepa is not prioritizing her the way Deepa is prioritizing Rupa and Mishka's child. In other words, if you have watched Anupama in India, the way Adia was angry that Anupama first of all saved other children before saved other children before saving her. That is exactly the replica of this story. So that led to Suraj separating with Deepa because Sonana hates Deepa, and also Deepa is grieving the loss of Rupa. The show now takes 20 years leap. So what happens? So what happens 20 years later is that Suraj regrets his action, and he continues to be a big doctor. On the other hand, Deepa is still struggling, and is now working at a restaurant. So Sona hates Deepa now, and so now I've actually grown up. This is grown up so now. And when they reunite, she decided not to reveal her truth to Deepa because obviously she's grown. And the last time Deepa saw her, she was still a child. So she decided not to reveal her truth and she was so upset. On the other hand, Rupa is now blind. And I think the reason she was blind is that she sacrificed her eyesight to save her new father when he was attacked by a goon, and other stories ahead why she went blind. But this is what the story is saying. So on the other hand, Sona is now jealous and envies Sona because Sona is a bright student and also she feels Sona has everything she wants to, even though Sona is blind. So when Deepa meets Sona, mind you, at this point all of them have changed their. When Deepa meets Rupa, mind you, at this point all of them have changed their names. Rupa is not answering Joyi and Sona is not answering Oli. So so I think once Deepa meets Rupa, I think Rupa doesn't want to like tell Deepa the truth. Anyways, Rupa is actually blind. Rupa cannot see Deepa but can hear her voice, but doesn't know. I think she doesn't know that Deepa is the mom, but Sona is aware. So finally, Suraj and Deepa they will unite again after 20 or 15 years of separation. And obviously, they've started their cat and right fighting. But this time around, the role is reversed, meaning Suraj will not be the one begging to Deepa to come back and forgive, and Deepa will not be Suraj that is nagging and creating drama. On the other hand, a new lady is introduced called Charu. Probably will call her Suraj fourth wife to be or something. She is the caretaker of Sona, and also she's the one helping in raising her. So, Deepa Suraj keep fighting. Their children are all separated. And finally, Sona will start having soft spots again for Deepa because, mind you, Sona likes Deepa from childhood, but she still, I don't know what just came over her. So, when Rupa will finally learn the truth, that Deepa is alive, because mind you, everybody thought everybody is dead, right? Apart from these three have united and Rupa have not united with them. So when Rupa finds out that Deepa is actually alive and also that Sona's father is also Suraj and that all of them are alive, she was so shaken and heartbroken. Then returns Mishka. Mishka comes back again with her problem and drama. Anyway, she now wants to be instigating everybody against each other, and also she is threatening Rupa that if Rupa reveals the truth that she is Rupa that is lost, instead of maintaining her statue or her identity as Joyi, that she that is Mishka is going to kill both Deepa and Suraj. So the girl is quite shaking and she doesn't want to reveal the truth to them. Anyways, on the other hand, Joy, I don't know, he becomes a thief or something and was sent to prison, but I think he will later come out. And then finally, they finally meet one on one. And I think at this point, Rupa now wants to tell Deepa that, I'm your Rupa that is lost. And at this point, as well, Suraj and Deepa have started reconciling. And anyways, finally, the two sisters are united. And finally, Rupa tells Shona that she actually is her sister, her long sister, twin sister, Rupa. And I think that will be an emotional moment and the children are all united. But I don't think the whole family at this point have united, right? But anyways, mind you, like I said, everybody's separated, but we are still waiting for the D day where Rupa, Sona, Deepa, and Suraj will actually unite. And also, I think what on this last episode I said after Rupa reviews the truth to Sona, I think Sona was drunk or asleep or something. Anyways, enters a new guy who becomes the center of separation that will lead to love triangle between Rupa, Sona, and him. His name is Aryan, and he is in love with Rupa, and I think Sona is in love with him. Anyways, Sona is jealous that both of them are together and getting closer. And finally, this is the episode I'm telling you people where the family finally long awaited reunion, and Rupa finally reveals to them that she is actually Rupa and that she was adopted and she did not die and everything. The whole family unites, and it should have ended there, right? But no, they continued. When they started celebrating Rupa's union, Sona feels jealous that Rupa is receiving the whole love and attention from the family and she's just sidelined. Mishka, who told Rupa that if she tells the family the truth about her identity, that she's going to harm them, she's going to either kill Suraj or Deepa or kill Sona. Turns out to not be joking. She kidnaps Sona and wants to kill Sona. But turns out that Deepa arrives on time, retired out, and finds her way to rescue Sona. So accidentally, Mishka slips into electric water she created for Deepa to fall and die. And she fell inside there and she died. So that is how Mishka's character ended in the show. After Mishka's death, also I think Deepa and Suraj are still battling on if they should forgive each other or not. But finally they forgave each other and they united, and this is where I'm going to end it happily, because you guys already know that if I continue there is still going to be upcoming drama which will still lead to separation and other drama. So let us just say this is where the second full story summary that I promised to post will end, and the next one that I will now post will now cover how the love story of Aryan and Deep, how the love story of Aryan and Rupa will continue, and will Sona finally change and not longer be jealous of her sister. All this we'll see in the next video. Thanks for watching up to this point. I'll see you next time. Bye.